Alright, let me tell you about one of the coolest neuroscience studies I've seen in a long time. A team at Cornell just published a paper in Cell showing, neuron by neuron, how psilocybin actually rewires the brain. Instead of just watching brains light up in scanners, they used a clever viral tracing trick to map which neurons connect to which after a single dose. Alex Kwan, who led the study, described it like Google Maps for the brain. Psilocybin adds new roads, but until now we didn't know where they went. Well, here's what they found. Brain's main cortical neurons come in two types. One sends signals deeper into the brain towards regions that turn perception into action. The other mostly talks to itself, looping around the cortex, which is great for thinking, but terrible when it turns into rumination. Well, psilocybin strengthened the first type and weakened the second. In plain English, that translates to fewer endless thought loops and more direct connection to what you're sensing and doing in the moment. And that's huge for depression. Rumination is basically the brain stuck replaying the same patterns. This study shows psilocybin physically loosens those loops. And most intriguing, the rewiring only happened if the circuits were active during the trip. When researchers silenced certain regions, the changes didn't stick. That means that psilocybin only opens a window for change, and it's what you experience during that window that determines what gets rewired. The Cornell team is already exploring ways to potentially sculpt this plasticity by manipulating neuroactivity during the psychedelic state. Imagine not just opening the brain to change, but steering that change. Things are about to get very interesting.